out when they drop. Get lit, twist, lit, straight off the top. Get green on the scene, call it cream of the crops. I got a team with a dream, they be scheming a lot. It's Kenny Reactz back for the first time, holding it down for the crit down, y'all. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got a reaction. It is to Ryan Upchurch, Gray Brain. I don't know what to think when I see Gray Brain. I think more so undecided, maybe. I don't know. Let's see what's going on in church world.
So I've set my phone down for like the past week. Kind of just been in my own world, doing what I want to, painting, drawing, ignoring certain people, kind of shutting everything off. And man, does it make you realize that it's fucking, people are weird, dude. I know this is kind of contradictory, but why do people ask why so much? When it comes to the internet, people are always just asking, why are you doing this? Why are you there? Why are you with them? Why didn't you do this? Why are you worried?
Y'all can imagine that, somebody questioning my every movement. I mean, sometimes when my girlfriend asks me why this, why that, why this, why that, that gets on my nerves. Most certainly when the kids ask me why this, why that, why this, why. I remember my son going through, he went through this stage at about 3 years old where everything was why. Why, Dad? Why? Well, how come? Well, why? Well, why not? And to deal with that on a daily basis from grown adults, I could only imagine how that would feel.
If I answer a particular why question, does it change your life or make me change mine? No. It's called a comment section, not a question section for a reason. But if you are asking me a why question, my answer to all of y'all is because, period. That's it. Answering redundant questions that you don't have to answer is what I call being a gray brain person.
Why? Why? Because I feel like it. That's why. Because I feel like it. He don't owe nobody no explanation. He doing it because he feel like it. He's in the position that he's in today because he built it from the ground up. So therefore, why should he have to answer to anyone for that matter? And he shouldn't. You know, he's a grown man. He got his own money. He pay his own bills. He does his own thing. So he don't owe nobody no explanation. I feel like when people get in the limelight like that, you know, fans and whatnot feel like they owe them explanation for their every move, and that's just not the case. At the end of the day, people seem to forget that they are people too. Now, granted, they are people that we look up to, people that we may consider role models, people that we may try to be or be like even, but at the end of the day, bro, they just people, just like you and me, you know? When I turn this camera off, I go back to being a regular person. I'm a father of 2. I got me and my girl, my 2 kids. I go to work every day. I wake up in the morning. I put one shoe on at a time. When I put my pants on, you know, I get dressed in the morning. I put one leg in each pant leg at a time, just like the next man. So I feel like that's what church is really trying to express here.
Kind of just dull and like falling in line with everybody else and fucking answering the questions the way people want you to answer them, acting how people expect you to act and do.
And on that note, isn't that why he's independent in the first place? So that he don't have to answer to anybody? Because he could have signed a long time ago, and had he done so, he'd probably have a whole lot less on his plate because he would have people in place to do those certain things for him. But he's a blue-collar guy, just like you, me, and anybody else that may be watching this video. And, I mean, he does things for himself. That's what he's doing it for himself and his family. And at the end of the day, that's what a real man does, man. We provide and protect our families, you know? So
do things that people expect you to do. Fuck all that. And honestly, I feel like being exactly who you want to be and like being different from everyone else in today's age is, everyone looks at it as weird or something's wrong with you or something. And like the past week of me.
Hold up, bro. The only way that I would consider you weird for being different is if you got your hair sticking up to here and you talking about you an island boy. Bro. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. I know y'all seen it. You know what I'm talking about.
me chilling and like enjoying myself, I've had more people ask me, is everything okay? I've heard more rumors. I've had family members hit me up and be like, hey, I heard so-and-so said you was going down a deep end. Are you okay?
I remember being on Facebook, and this is years ago that I was on Facebook. You might be aggravated with something, and just that's your outlet. That's where you express your feelings. And then 10 minutes later, you get 15 different messages from all these people talking about, yo, are you okay? I saw your status on Facebook. Are you doing all right? Hey, is everything cool? Like, bro, yeah, I was just thinking out loud. At least when I was on Facebook, for me, it was almost like an online journal. Like, I would literally put my thoughts out to the world and for the world to see. Most people probably didn't care anyway, but you'd be surprised, man, how many arguments and shit I got into just over my personal opinions with people that I hadn't talked to in years. There's people I went to school with. We were never even friends, and they were jumping in giving their 2 cents. So I can only imagine what it would be like being in his situation, and grown adults too have at you. Have at you? I don't know if I said that correctly. Whatever. Grown adults, I mean, it's one thing to have, a teenager or even younger than that might be a fan that was expressing their thoughts and concerns to him. But to be a grown adult, and yeah, that's weird, man. There's a certain line that you just don't cross,
I'm just like, dude, like, I don't even know how to answer these questions. Like, do you see the background? I'm an artist for a living when it comes to music. And I'm in a room with colorful art that I made all over the wall. Does that seem sad or depressing to you? And another thing I've noticed in the past week, man, when you are the happiest and the most content and enjoying yourself to the maximum, that's when people will try to tear you down and do the most to damage you.
Didn't they just say that the other day on the Will Smith video that I posted? They said something about when you're at your highest point, that's when you're most vulnerable, or something along those lines. I don't know that I have it worded exactly, but it was something along those lines. That's wild. And I go throw this out there, man. Church, to me, watching his videos, and I've watched him for so long, sometimes I feel like I know the dude personally, man. And he just seems like he would be a chill-ass dude to hang out with. And I throw this out there too, Church. You ever inviting Reactz back to the ranch to come and kick it? Oh, holla at your boy, because I'm down, son. Anyway.
Those are the gray brain people. The slugs of the world. The nasty, slimy, fucking slugs of the world. Like the Johnny Gobble dude. Look at him. What the fuck is he doing? The other dude who gets in his car every day and freestyles all day about how he hates me. What is the point?
Yo, on that note, if you didn't see, Johnny Gobble turned himself in, got arrested, and made bail shortly after, or I think he made bail. Anyway, he was released shortly after. And you can catch all that on Life as Mike's channel. I was watching it earlier. I'm not a fan of Johnny Gobble, but it was pretty entertaining, I'm not going to lie. So.
You're not hurting me. I mean, look what I'm doing. Gray brain. So when I see stuff like that, and then I look at the people who are asking me all these crazy, why are you doing this, or why questions, yeah, it makes me want to be to myself, because being to myself is way more enjoyable. I feel like some people are too invested in what others are doing. So when you do that, you end up nothing. You're just dull as fuck. Like, what do you do? Like, somebody asked me yesterday, they were like, what do you think about Will Smith smacking Chris Rock? I'm like, I think he smacked Chris Rock. My opinion doesn't matter about how I feel about it.
Yo, and my opinion don't matter neither. And had I not started doing reactions about 2 weeks ago, my opinion would have never gone any further than my coworkers. But being that I did start a reaction channel, I kind of had to jump on it. But I get what he's saying though. Like, my opinion don't matter. Like, maybe somebody's curious to know his opinion, but at the end of the day, does it really matter? Is it going to change anything? No, it's not.
It doesn't affect Chris Rock or fucking Will Smith. But that's my point. With the internet, there are two people somewhere in the world that hold their opinion of that situation so fucking high that they're arguing about Will Smith smacking him in the face, and they've been arguing for probably 2 days.
Yo, and it was a playful argument to comment on what he had just said there. It was a playful argument, but the guys at the barbershop today, if you ain't noticed, your boy got a little bit of a cut, but at the barbershop today, they was they was going at it with the Will Smith thing. It was staged. No, it wasn't staged. No, it was staged. That's stupid. It wouldn't be staged. I don't know. At the end of the day, I mean, for regular Joe Schmoes like you and me, it's entertainment. But it really don't matter. That's all. You got to be able to determine the difference between Hollywood and real life, you know, essentially.
In a comment thread. That's fucking crazy. Bottom line, famous, not famous, whatever. The world don't have to know who you are. You have to know who you are. Every day, somebody shows people who they're not for fake happiness. So are you going to be sad for real happiness? I'm not. So when it comes to me in my daily life, let the Johnny Gobbles gobble. Let the, whatever the other guy's name is, let him get in his car every day.
Yo, that should be a t-shirt, church. Let the Johnny Gobbles gobble. I'd rock that. That'd be a dope t-shirt. Life is Mike got a dope t-shirt too. It was Ghost Ranch. I forget what it was. I don't want to chop it up. I forget what he said it was, but it was church floating as death with a bow, and Johnny Gobble was in his sights. It was a pretty bad shirt. So just thought I'd throw that out there.
Day and rap about how he hates me. Let everyone say whatever they want about me. It don't matter. And it shouldn't for you either. And if you are one of those people like I used to be, that cares what everybody thinks and cares, you know, if you answer this phone call or if you do what this person wants you to or you act this way around these people, if you're doing that, bro, you're wasting your time. And the longer you wait to do exactly what you want to do with your life, how you want to do it, when you want to do it, the longer you wait, the more you're going to be mad at yourself. Because once you start doing it, this shit, it feels so damn good. You'll be like, damn, I wish I'd done this fucking 10 years ago.
I wish I had done this right here 10 years ago. Straight up. And I feel like my whole persona in school and whatnot was I didn't care what nobody thought of me. And I really didn't, or I wouldn't have been the way that I was. But maybe later on in life that it changed and I did. I don't know. But I feel like that was part of what was holding me back from starting the YouTube channel in the first place. And at some point, I was just like, "Bog it, let's just do it and see what happens." And here I am.
The world don't care what you think. So why do you care what the world thinks? The other day, I drew a shoe that was a snake. And at 6 o'clock in the morning, Margaret from Idaho wanted to tell me that my drawing sucks. You see, Margaret has a gray brain. And it's really unhealthy to be like Margaret.
Oh shit, that was the end of it. He cut that off kind of sudden. But yeah, you get what he was saying, you know? Hold up. Anyway, I'll figure out how to stop that in a moment. It's like I've always said, at the end of the day, the only person that is going to look out for you is you. The only person that cares most about you is you. Now, given the exception, maybe your parents or a loved one or brother, sister, whatever have you. At the end of the day, the only person that you can depend on is you. So why should anybody else's opinion matter to you at all? And the reality of the matter is it shouldn't. I am who I am. I'm me because that's me. And if you don't like me, then don't look at me. That's always been my attitude. At least until I started thinking about doing a YouTube channel. And at some point, as you can tell, I got over that as well. But at the end of the day, the only person that really matters... the only person's thoughts that really matter about you are your own. And if you're happy being you, then what does anybody else's opinion really matter? Kenny Reactz, holding it down for the crowd, y'all. Back for the first time. Thanks for watching.